Hey, welcome to Live from Dennis's House. Today, we are spotlighting the Monkees. Good Times by the Monkees. I know we recently did a Monkee show about 6 months ago or whatever it was, but that was a whole Monkees retrospective. Today, we're doing a new album. This is the first new album I think we've ever done, right? This was released in 2016.
Yeah.
You remember 2016?
No.
Half of it.
Nick was only 21 back then, remember?
That's right.
So, yes, it's very exciting. The first new album by the Monkees in
20 years.
20 years. And this is the 50th anniversary. They're on tour. We went to see them. We're going to talk about that as soon as we get back. But we're going to start the show off with a long-distance dedication to Davy Jones. And we're going to listen to Shades of Grey by the Monkees. So now, first thing we're going to talk about is we covered the Monkees concert at the State Theater, New Brunswick, New Jersey, October 26th, which was about a week or so ago. It was exactly a week ago.
That's
and
right.
Bruce and Wendy were there as well.
We
so
were.
It's perfect.
As
we
we're
can all
walking
talk
out
to the
the door,
Monkees.
who we run
Our
into?
second time,
Yes.
we saw them in Red Bank too.
Yeah. Thought you meant us. But no, you mean the Monkees.
Oh.
We like seeing you though.
Yeah. So it was a great show. It was a great place to see a show. The State Theater,
Yeah.
beautiful downtown New Brunswick near Rutgers, I think.
Yeah.
Or
Yes,
some
right by
colleges near
Rutgers.
there.
Yes, it's
And
Rutgers.
you guys know it's a really old theater. I think it's like over 100 years old or whatever. That Abraham Lincoln built it with his own hands, I believe. But that it was often referred to as the Carnegie Hall of New Jersey. People back then loved this theater. And it was very nice. And I'll give a shout out to Kelly for hooking me up to cover this concert. But it was a great, great concert. 50 years. It was just Mickey. No, yes. It was just Mickey and Peter.
Right.
Mike was not at this show. He only was on a couple shows this tour, right? It was very sad. And it was very sad Davey is not there. Of course, he
Yeah.
passed away. And it was very sad. Like, that actually was my favorite part of the concert when they played Shades of Grey.
Oh, my God.
And they had Davey up on the big
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah.
And it was very emotional. And it was a really great show, too, because they had the multimedia
Yeah.
screen behind it. And they were showing all the Monkees clips as they were playing along. And these guys are so funny. Don't you wish we could hang out with them one night?
Yes,
they seem
they
like
are.
they're really
Yeah.
funny, you know?
We had a great
And-
band, too.
Yeah. I don't even remember who the band was, but I know Mickey Dolenz's sister was one of the
Right.
singers.
Coco.
Yes,
Coco.
Coco.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
You know that when I was a fashion designer back in college, that was my name, Coco Morgillo.
I believe it.
Go to
Right.
the gym.
So anyway, what was your favorite part of the concert? Anybody want to talk about their favorite part of the concert? You're a big fan.
I like when they did She. I thought
She?
that was really good.
Yeah.
But-
And go ahead, sorry.
And Mary Mary, they did that. But I loved when they did all the new stuff.
Yeah,
They did,
yeah.
3 tracks off the new record.
And the really nice part was the acoustic version of Me and Magdalena, right?
Yes.
Which
That was great.
Mike did.
Originally sang.
Right.
He originally
Peter
sang, but they
his
did
parts.
great. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they
And
did a great job.
They were
Yeah.
really good. They're really good instrumentalists too. You know that Mickey's switching back from the drums to the acoustic guitar and playing. Oh, I love that too when he came out wearing his poncho.
Yes.
And he was
Yeah.
banging
The
on
tablecloth.
Rennie Scout
Yeah.
skit.
His tablecloth.
Burlap
and they were selling that in the lobby. Did you
Yes.
get you the poncho?
No, he wouldn't let
okay.
me.
No, that would have been awesome if we bought
bought one.
one of those
Yes.
$100
And we-
ponchos.
Yeah, there we go. We all wore it.
Yeah, and then Peter was great too. He's playing the banjo and singing, and I got some great shots. Did you
Yeah.
see my shots yet?
Yes, I
they
did.
were beautiful.
Peter was phenomenal that night.
Yeah.
It really was.
And they changed it up from the Red Bank
He does
show.
say so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the
They
whole
did.
set list was
It was different.
changed.
They didn't have
okay,
me and
cool.
Magdalene in there, and what was the other? They only did one new song
They did,
that day in Red Bank, right?
Yeah, they did one new one, and then they did 3 off the new record.
This time.
Yeah.
And I heard they did Freebird at Red Bank as well. Is that true? As an encore?
No.
I must have
That was
misread
that was me.
Yelling it from the balcony.
I was.
Well, I'll get to that. I have a report about that. So I brought that in.
Yeah.
Even though
It's only a probation thing. We're not going to wait. We don't have to talk about that.
Well, then I think Mickey gave you the finger after you said
He
that.
did. He did.
It was terrible.
It was terrible.
Wow. Speaking of that, was that you at the Count Basie recently with David Cassidy? Someone was like shining a light in his eyes. I saw a clip of it, and he was yelling at them from the stage.
No, but
Shut that
I
line
would have.
out.
I would have done. I would have.
It was
It would have been one of those laser lights.
Yeah, right. So, yeah. So, it could be their last tour ever. I'm glad I got to see this.
Yeah,
It was an
it was
excellent.
fun.
I'd be very sad if that was the last one ever, but you never know.
I know Mickey's
What's to
got some
come?
solo shows scheduled for next year.
Oh,
Yes.
really?
Yeah.
I would like to see him. Like, I like a couple years back, he was in 54 Below, like a tiny little club in New York City. That I thought that would be really cool to check him out there.
If they don't
respond to
tour, I'd like to see a new record from them.
Yeah, that would
Because
be
I know
nice.
Mike is not doing any live shows with them ever again.
Yeah.
He's got a book coming out in
Well-
the spring.
Why isn't he? What
Well,
happened?
now, I gotta say that I know his mom invented whiteout, and he got a lot of money from that.
Yeah.
But that had to have gone away, because who the heck uses whiteout anymore?
Well, white
I
out.
do.
I do.
On what?
But no,
On
your-
wait.
on
He
your
sniffs it.
On my mail.
He
Wait.
sniffs it.
Don't you know that whiteout has evolved into the strip?
But you
Oh,
understand,
that thing's terrible though.
Oh,
no, the whiteout
wow,
works
yeah.
better.
everybody
Except it's
uses
lumpy.
computers now. Who has paper that they need
No.
whiteout
You know
for?
what? You're right. You're absolutely right.
Carol Ann Cha-Cha was putting it on her screen before, and I had to tell her, that's not how you use it.
I still buy stamps.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, so does he. Don't let him fool you.
He's
That's
still
only when I
mails-
need to mail something.
Oh, what? Okay.
and he uses checks.
I'm old school.
Yes, he is.
But I don't mail letters to people. Do you mail like letters to people to say, hi, how you doing?
No, I
Mail
just text them.
pod.
Yeah,
No.
right, exactly. Nobody mails stuff anymore.
We don't like
That-
people, actually.
Yeah,
We should-
join the club. Woo! The people here hate his club.
Yeah.
Right.
What about answering your phone when people call? Do you do
Yeah,
that?
I know. That's why you have caller ID. You're looking. No, not that one.
I don't even need caller ID. I'm not answering it
Yeah, I'm not.
unless it's 911 calling me. Then maybe I'll answer. Yeah. So people say that the art of conversation and but I find getting a phone call is so invasive. But a text, you could be doing anything, laying in your underwear, eating Cheetos. You get a text, just text back and go back to watching
You
the
can still be
Monkees.
doing that on the
I was
phone.
gonna say.
Unless you have that
Gilligan's Island.
visual type. Unless you have that visual type phone.
I have a Jetsons phone. But
You
I'm
have a
saying-
flip phone? What do you have?
That is FaceTime's over.
What do you Skype?
But I'm saying that it's very
Dennis, just
disturbing.
remind me not to call you when it's Cheeto time.
Did you ever hear that story?
I carry a phone booth on my back. That's what I use.
That's how he changes too.
One time, I don't know, this is a risque joke here, Nick, so you might want to cover your ears. But one time I went to the doctor because my wiener had turned orange, and he said, have you been doing anything different lately? And I said, nothing, just watching porn, eating Cheetos as usual. Get it?
Oh, yeah, that's cool. There you go.
All right. You know what? I've
All
had
right,
enough.
the show has gone downhill.
I've had,
We'll have to cut a lot of this
I've
out.
had enough.
We're fired. We are so
We're
fired.
only 5 minutes in.
Right. So, yes, if you have an opportunity, go out and see the Monkees.
Yeah, they were fun.
Because they were a lot of fun, definitely.
Yeah.
All right, so now I have a problem that we need to discuss here.
One?
Yes.
Okay.
That we are invaded by a woodpecker. And it's personal this time.
Damn it.
Because last time he came and he drilled a hole through the side of my
Yes.
garage and went into the garage and made a nest.
Yeah.
And then I got rid of him, right? So now he's back and he's digging holes into the side.
Siding
We have like
now.
wood siding, cedar siding. So he's digging holes into that and he can't get back in because I put metal over the door, but he's still just tormenting me. That's why I say it's personal this time. So my first thought was to get rid of him. I was going to shoot him and kill him, right?
No.
Why no?
Because it's personal this
No.
time. But anyway, I Googled how to get rid of
We don't kill animals.
woodpeckers, and the first thing it says, if you kill the woodpecker, it's a federal offense, and you'll face jail time and fines and all of this stuff. So
yeah.
I have
and you
to.
probably end up shooting yourself. Or worse,
Or the
one of my
neighbor.
kids.
Just give him some Cheetos. They'll take off.
Yeah, right? Maybe the spicy Cheeto might kill him. All right. Hey, welcome back live from Dennis's house. And now we're going to talk to Wendy and Bruce, the power couple, the Jay-Z and Beyonce of the rock world, if you will.
I will.
More like Sonny and Cher.
More like
Yes.
Laurel and Hardy.
Yeah, right, Ollie?
All good, all
So it's
good.
Bruce Ferguson, lead singer of the Easy Outs, and Wendy Ferguson, the manager of the Easy Outs. So was that like Sonny and Cher? Kind of.
Well, sort of.
So,
In reverse.
all right,
Except he
so
doesn't ski.
thank God.
God.
So we got a lot of stuff to talk to. You haven't seen you guys. You guys were here, what, it was like a year ago.
Yeah.
About a year, yeah.
Yeah, so in the last time we spoke to you, you guys were not married, and
No.
you've been married since that. So you want to tell us about that? How'd that come about?
We didn't
How
even.
I
did it
lost
go?
a bet. He wanted to keep the manager around.
Right, the Monkees were courting you to be their manager, right?
Yeah,
so he said, I got to keep her
It was
around.
just terrible. I was being contacted by all kinds of bands, and he's like, no, I'll just marry you, and that's it. And I was like, all right, I have nothing to do that day.
Yeah, there you go.
Aw.
She offered me a lot of money.
I did, but it was a bounce check.
50 million, right?
Yeah.
And a ring. So that's it. Everything's going smooth. Good.
First year's tough.
The first year easy?
It's
No.
wonderful.
Yeah, no.
No,
What do you mean it's tough?
It's an
What could be
adjustment.
tough? Not
It
for
is.
me. Not being married to
No.
me. You
Well-
got to be kidding me. What
No.
could be
She's used to it
easier?
now.
I
She's used to it now.
skated through the first year.
Yes, all right. So now let's talk about you guys got a new Easy Outs album coming out, I hear, too.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us about this. When can we expect this?
We're looking at April of next year.
Wow.
And, we're tracking a couple more songs, and we're like pretty close to getting this baby done, and it's good. Really happy with it.
You got name out yet for the album? You got song titles you could, or
Song
is this all
titles.
under?
Let's see. What do we got? Let It Go.
Cross the Line.
Cross the Line, which we've been doing live for the last
Yeah.
year. We actually started this record before the other record came
Oh,
out.
okay. There you go.
So
Where you recording it?
House of Vibes,
There you go. Where's that?
The Highlands.
Highland Park.
You want to talk about the
Produced by
producer?
Kurt Ryle
Oh,
from
there
the
you
Grip
go.
Weeds.
Okay, yes, very
And
good.
he's
good.
doing a phenomenal job. It's a different record this time. It sways a little differently from the last one because you don't want to sound the same on every record. So
Right.
we broaden everything a little bit.
Yeah, very nice.
But it's really, really happy with it.
And now, do you guys all write the songs together, or are there primary songwriters?
Pretty
or-
much. I mean, Steve and I have written a bunch on this record, him and I, and the other guys have written stuff. So everybody's pretty much writing on this record.
And you
So-
got the same group of guys
Oh, yeah.
still together? Wow,
Yeah.
that's good.
Since
'Cause
the last time.
No, since the last time we were here. No, was Paul here?
Paul was here last
Paul was
time.
here.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, Paul
Yeah.
just came, yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
he just
So
joined us.
Paul's been with us about a year now.
Yeah,
Nice.
He's
in November.
phenomenal. He really phenomenal
Yeah.
drummer.
That's hard thing to keep a band together, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, and you guys all get along? No
Oh, we get along fine. We're
fighting?
We're all,
Wendy keeps everyone in line? And
Yes, it's like, watching kids.
Yeah, I would imagine.
I'm
No,
the band mom.
It's all good. It's all good. We're having a blast.
Very nice. And you guys got any gigs or anything you want to talk about coming up soon?
December 10th.
Yeah, December 10th.
Yes, we'll talk about that in a little
Yeah.
bit. There's a big event coming up December 10th.
Yes.
We're going to tell you all about it. Stay tuned. Now, we are going to talk about this new album, and we're going to smell the album, too. I have a feeling it's not going to smell that much, because this is a new album.
Oh, it's
and it's in
so-
double plastic.
Oh, whose album
Mine.
is this now?
It does smell. Smell that.
Nice. Got
Does
this
it?
little aroma.
It's-
Yeah, let's smell this one now.
Oh, these are. Okay.
Yeah.
This one's good,
And
too.
it comes with the lyrics.
Ah,
Look at that.
nice.
Look at that.
Little cartoon
Oh,
drawings and
yeah.
everything.
Oh, this is good. That's
So-
I like that one.
Let's.
This
Thank
is
you.
my pick for album of the year, by the way.
Yeah, I would say so.
telling you,
Because
I-
what
It
else is
Smells
in the
like
running?
old people.
Nothing.
It smells like and I think that's what it is probably.
Right?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
seriously, it smells like old people.
'Cause some of them, yeah, that's a good
So,
one.
all right. So,
That's
Bruce,
good.
let's see what you got here. Bruce brought a whole selection of albums here. Do you have a lot of albums at home? I want to.
Oh, I got a ton.
Oh, really?
Ton of
Oh,
vinyl.
look at that one.
This
Yes.
is a collector's item.
That came with the album, or is that?
No, this
No,
is
that was
just
separate.
this was a little present.
That was
Wow.
from Record Day.
And what is that? It's a single of
Single.
Oh, it's a real
Saturday's Child.
And what is the other one? You just may be the one.
Wow, clear plastic, none
Yeah.
of that less.
Number 3,640.
Ooh, a 5,000. Wow, only 5,000. That's awesome.
Not bad.
Yeah, put that up there, Nick, in my collection. I'm kidding.
Buy now.
So let's see what else you got here.
All
You got
right.
some rare
On the
stuff.
bottom.
Now these guys here, when I was a kid, they were a big inspiration to me, songwriting wise, and I've always loved their work.
Boyce and Hart, yes.
Tommy Boyce and Bobby Hart.
And they wrote all
these
the
are
Monkees, right?
Original vinyl.
Wow.
1967.
Awesome.
All right, phenomenal record. I wonder what she's doing tonight. I'm sure everybody's.
Yeah,
heard that one.
yeah.
That was their big hit. Also, they put out 3 albums. And
Right, and they were known more for writing than
writing,
actually recording.
this is another one, Test Patterns.
Wow, nice.
And
they
one-
were. Go ahead.
One more. It's all happening on the inside.
Wow, look
They
at
do
that.
They do a phenomenal version of Jumpin' Jack Flash.
Get out, really? Wow,
It's
awesome.
It's totally
Yeah,
awesome.
check that out.
And I know no one's ever seen this before.
Yeah, I've never seen it, and I've
This
seen
is-
everything.
This is such a collector's item right now. Christopher Cloud, Blown Away. This is actually Tommy Boyce, 1973. This was made.
Why did he?
Changed his name and put out this record.
Was that for like
I don't-
label reasons?
I don't even
probably?
know. I think he wanted to go in a different direction, and his name.
to kind of be like the Prince going to
Yeah.
a symbol kind of thing.
Yeah. But this record, it is absolutely phenomenal.
Wow, yeah.
He only made one, Christopher Cloud, because it's a band. But there's some great stuff on here.
Wow, I bet nobody heard that before. That is rare.
This is so rare. It's not even in the Wikipedia or anything.
Yeah, wow. Don't even look at it, Nick. Turn away.
Don't even try. Don't. Your eyes will burn. Don't.
But these guys here were
can eat
very,
that.
when I was a kid, very big inspiration for me for songwriting.
Yeah.
They were
Yeah,
like
amazing songwriters.
Lennon and McCartney.
Yeah.
You know.
And
One thing I did want to bring that I forgot to bring was my Dolenz Jones Boyce and Hart,
okay.
which came out in '76.
Nice.
Phenomenal
That's
record.
That's some good stuff you got there.
Oh yeah.
Wow. They were on a lot of TV shows as well back in the 60s.
They were on Genie,
Yeah.
Flying Nun. They were on Bewitched. They were on. I got the Genie episode actually on DVD. but
Wow,
that's
we got to go over to Bruce and
Yeah.
Wendy's house.
Come on
and
over.
check this out.
Anytime.
And
And you
I
think you live in the country?
yeah. So let's get over to that for a second. I understand you have pigs as well.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
How long do you think you keep that from me?
Another 5 or 10 minutes.
So like you live on a farm or these like?
No. Well, no. Actually, I lived in Point Pleasant when I got them. I have them 5 years now, and I lived in Point Pleasant when I got them.
They allow pigs in Point Pleasant?
Well, they did because, well, I knew everybody. But then I moved to Farmingdale on a really big farm. But now we moved again, and they're very happy. They're
Wow.
my biggest one. He came from Texas. His name is Sir Hamius Porkenshire, and A.K.A. Hammy. And he's about, what do you think, Hannah? About 120 pounds?
No, he's more than that.
Is he?
He's got
Wow.
a good 140, 150.
Yeah.
He's a big boy.
You
Then
keep
we-
them inside? Or
No,
they're like,
well, they were inside in Point Pleasant. I had a mud room that they had their own room. And
mud in it?
No. No, that was just a term that they used. But they're very clean, actually. Pigs have no odor. They can't get fleas.
Their mouth is cleaner than a human's, I bet.
Well, that's why they use the pigs to kill on the zombies, because this is true. A mess of pigs, maybe 10, could eat a human in 8 minutes.
Wow. That was a movie, too. The Brad Pitt movie, Snatch. They used them to eat
They use it
people
on the
up,
show
yeah.
Hannibal, too.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But-
So, what are you trying to say, Wendy? Is that why you have these pigs?
We're ready for the zombie apocalypse. That's all.
Well, I'm just trying to get them a little bit bigger. He's kind of tall. But, I'm kidding, honey. He's just giving me the smile. I'm dead.
So you have other animals as well, or just pigs?
We have, dogs, cats.
Wow.
I'm
whole
looking to get a
menagerie.
fainting goat. I want a fainting goat.
Wow.
What is that?
It's a goat that faints.
Yeah.
You scare it,
Oh.
you startle it, and it faints.
I would have
It's a new game. It's a new game.
But unfortunately, that poor animal would be fainting constantly because I'd be finding that funny.
Yeah, that would be.
Is there something
I would.
wrong with the
No, it's
That's
a
just-
mechanism for them to. It's like a a defense mechanism, like so they don't get
Oh.
attacked. Is this way another animal thinks it's dead,
Wow.
so it just faints. It's
So
Goes
once you
over.
get that, I want you to bring it on the show. We're going to close every show with the fainting goat. We're going to scare it, and he's just going to pass out. And that's going to be awesome. So now we got to talk about the album of the show here. Get the good times out of there. And I want you to give your review, because I don't own this album, but I've listened to it a lot.
Really?
You've
Yeah.
got to get this.
You
This-
have to get
Last
it.
time I bought a new album was 1989. Guns N' Roses.
Okay.
We have like 72 versions of that because
Really?
they come out.
My birthday's coming up end of November.
Okay, all right. They have like the European version, the Japanese version. We bought them all. We have them all.
There's,
All right, so Bruce is going to tell us all about this album.
this is their first record in 20 years.
Right.
The last album they did was Just Us. Remember that one?
No.
It was all original four.
Was that
It's
like in the
a
80s?
garagey.
No,
it was
no, no.
96 it came out.
Yeah,
it, was
I
like
don't remember that then.
it was like a garagey, straight ahead rock and roll record.
Right.
So,
Well,
obviously,
there was
David
another one.
died.
The last one I remember was like in the 80s. That was then, this is now.
Yes,
All right. That's when I last saw them as well.
Yeah, they recorded.
So hold on a second. What's going on over here? We're doing a serious show.
We're trying to talk.
Cracking up still.
Actually crying.
She's hysterical.
What did you say over there?
It was you. It wasn't me.
What did I say? I haven't said anything funny in 10 minutes.
I saw it on your birthday.
All right. Give her time to relax, Nick.
I'm sorry. You know that sometimes you just like set me off.
Carol Ann's like the fainting
Look,
goat.
the fainting goat.
Yeah, that,
All right, let's get back into
I'm
it.
sorry.
All right,
I really
so-
am.
96 was the last one they did.
Right.
They got together earlier this year for the 50th anniversary.
Right.
They got some great songwriters on this.
Yes.
The guy from Weezer, Paul Weller from The Jam,
Love the Jam. The Oasis guys.
Andy Partridge,
XTC.
And for some reason, and I've talked to Wendy about this, the way they did this, the way they put it together, they nailed it.
Yes, they
couldn't
really
have
did an
nailed this
excellent
any
job.
better than what they did. There's not one bad song on this record. My review on this is one of the best records of 2016.
Yeah, I would have to say
Because
that.
I can't tell you how many times we listened to this. And
I was listening to it in the car on the way home.
Now,
I
there's-
loved it.
It's just the way they did it. Everything they nailed it. They just
Right.
nailed it.
Yeah, that was a
And-
brilliant idea, having these songwriters come in with them.
And Mickey, Peter, and Mike actually each one wrote a song on this record.
Right.
But
And then there's one song that actually they had the original tapes of Davey singing.
yeah,
right?
that
It
was
a-
Love to Love. But that
Yeah.
actually came out in, I believe, in the 80s on a Monkey Business,
Oh, really?
which was like a greatest hits thing.
And then there's another one that Harry Nilsson did,
Good
right?
Times,
And
the title
Mickey's singing
track.
with them, yeah. So this is
There's 2 or 3 here that they had recorded back in '67 that they didn't use, and they were sitting there, and then they redid them and added stuff.
right.
Wasn't Born to Follow, which the Byrds did.
Oh, okay.
Okay, the Byrds did a version of that. And otherwise there's 2 versions of Mia Magdalena.
Yeah, I heard the electric one. You were telling me about that.
There's
That
another
was good,
track
yeah.
on here
Terrifying.
called Terrifying, which is
Terrifying.
phenomenal. I mean, the stuff they didn't put on here is even
Yeah,
better.
wow.
But I give this an A+.
Nice.
This is one of those records where you can just keep listening.
Yeah,
And we
don't
loved
think
the
of it.
Iggy's new album too.
The what?
Iggy. His
Got a new album?
Iggy
Post-
Pop.
Pop.
Post
Oh,
Pop
okay.
Depression. And that was like one of my favorites, and I was constantly playing.
Between the Monkees and the Iggy's
But then when
new
that
record.
came out, that was it.
This just blew me away when I first
Yeah,
heard
yeah,
it. It
yeah.
just-
Who would expect something so good?
And they sound so
50 years
good.
later,
They sound
yeah,
phenomenal.
yeah,
I mean, the
it's good
Zombies are still putting records out, and they've been together 50 years. And
Damn.
they're still putting records out.
Right?
They're going to New Zealand
Yes.
next month,
Yes.
and they're going to Australia,
Yes.
and then the tour's over.
That's
Yep.
it.
That's
Oh,
done.
and
It
then
may be
that's
forever,
it.
but you never know.
They may not tour again, but I got my fingers crossed that at least they do another record.
Yeah.
You know,
That'd be good
that's
stuff.
what I'm
So we
hoping.
have to check that out.
You really.
Because
Yes.
they hit gold on this. It hit the Billboard charts at number 14.
Mm-hmm.
Debuted at number 14.
Wow.
And that's pretty good. So,
Excellent stuff. So let's talk about the event. We almost forgot the event.
The event.
December 10th at the Brighton Bar in Long
Yes.
Branch, New Jersey.
Yes.
Tell us everything about this, what's going on, and
Yes.
what to expect.
It's gonna.
It's called Songs for Joseph, and it's my little guy. He's 12, he's autistic, and he has subaortic stenosis of the heart, which is a growth in his heart that tripled in size in the last 6 months. So now it has to be removed at CHOPS, Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. So Joseph's biggest thing to keep him calm and what makes him focus is music. And he puts on his earbuds and he goes swinging and he listens to his music. He loves My Chemical Romance, 21 Pilots, Slipknot, all that stuff, the easy outs. And he listens to all that, and that's what his big thing is, music. So we just found out last Tuesday that he needs the open heart surgery. And by Thursday, I started putting this together. And we have a lot of bands coming, and we're going to have raffles. We have some donations already, guitars. Some of the bands are going to be giving us signed things, Dramarama. Reagan, Richards, and Gordon are going to give us CDs and stuff. And it's going to be good. It's going to be $10 at the door. Doors are going to be opening at 4 unless we get more bands. So far we have 15 bands, I think.
15 bands.
Yeah. And Rich Russo was kind enough to offer his services as our MC. So he's going to be there, and it's going to be a good night.
So it's on at 4 o'clock Saturday, December 10th.
Yes. It's
And
gonna
going
start
till all
closing.
bands play.
And until all bands play.
Wow. So
Yeah.
if there's 15 bands, one band an hour, that's about 12 hours or something. No, that's 15 hours. So
They're going to do like half
yeah,
hour
I know.
sets.
Otherwise, it'll be 6 in the morning
Yeah,
until
it's a
you're out of there,
marathon,
right?
yeah.
So,
Even one of the bands, actually, Steve, our guitar player's in it, is called Secret Side, and they're doing a reunion thing just for the show for Joseph.
Okay. And then, do you have a website for this? A Facebook page?
There
or-
is a Facebook page. It's called Songs for Joseph.
Songs for Joseph.
And we also have a GoFundMe. Insurance covers so much, which is very little, even though they take so much out to pay for your insurance. But it's to help, because obviously we want the best care for him.
So there's an excellent cause. Show up
Yes.
December 10th, Brighton Bar, Long Branch, New Jersey. Go to the GoFundMe page. How do
The
you-
Kindest Heart needs a hand. You put that in. The Kindest Heart needs a hand, and Joseph's GoFundMe comes right up.
Excellent. So everybody go out there, GoFundMe. Show up on December 10th. I probably will be there. I don't think we have anything else going on December 10th.
Cool.
Well,
If
even
Wendy
still,
allows
we
us to
should
come, I
just-
think we'll show up.
Absolutely.
Well, we're going to have a lot of
Absolutely.
people in between now and then come. That's going to be there too. We
Yeah.
don't, you know, it's an open market, so we're getting all kinds of.
Yeah, this is going to be
Who
an
knows
awesome
going to show
event.
up? We might have
And
a lot of
it's-
You
special
raise
guests.
all the
So.
money.
Yeah, and this will be
A lot
around.
of big names may be there too. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I'll be talking about this up till then. We got a
Yeah.
whole month, but everybody show up. There's going to be a good event, good cause, and everything's going to work out fine. Everything's going to be great.
And
Yeah.
meet Joseph. He's
Yes.
a amazing kid.
Aw.
Awesome.
He's awesome.
Good stuff. All
my
right, so
gosh.
we are wrapping this up now. We are way over time, but do what I told you and check us out. Dennis, live from Dennis's house on 474 The Mix. Check us out, social media. You know where to check us out. Check out madhousemagazine.com. See you next week. Let's hear it for Bruce and Wendy.
And Joseph.
Joseph.